President Bola Tinubu has signed the Electoral Act 2026 into law. The short ceremony took place at the State House on Wednesday evening.
The fact that you manage the process to the extent there will be no confusion, no disenfranchisement of Nigerians, and that we are all going to see democracy flourish. It is time that we have confidence in our system. No matter how good a system is, it's managed by the people, promoted by the people, and the result is finalized by the people.
President Bola Tinubu has issued an executive order to safeguard and enhance oil and gas revenues for the Federation, curb wasteful spending, eliminate duplicative structures in the critical sector of the national economy, and redirect resources for the benefit of Nigerians. The President signed the executive order in pursuance of Section 5 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. The order is anchored on Section 44, subsection 3 of the Constitution, which vests ownership, control and derivative rights in all minerals, mineral oils and natural gas in, under and upon any land in Nigeria, including its territorial waters and exclusive economic zone, in the government of the Federation. The directive seeks to restore the constitutional revenue entitlements of the federal, state and local governments which were removed in 2021 by the Petroleum Industry Act. The PIA created structural and legal channels through which substantial Federation revenues are lost through deductions, sundry charges and fees. Meanwhile, President Bola Tinubu and German Chancellor Friedrich Merz have resolved to improve bilateral relations between their two countries and to strengthen collaboration in the security, power and railway sectors. A statement signed by the Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, says both leaders in a telephone conversation expressed their willingness to cooperate in creative arts and skills development. President Tinubu and the German Chancellor spoke on the Presidential Power Initiative, during which the Nigerian leader indicated that the country would require assistance with power transmission. The German Chancellor pledged that Siemens would be ready to assist in that regard, while Deutsche Bank would be willing to finance the project. The Office of the National Security Advisor says the delay in the release of its capital allocation has affected some of its operations. Despite this, it insists that efforts to safeguard the country remain on course. Permanent Secretary, Special Services, Office of the National Security Advisor, Mohammed Sanusi Danjuma, made this known during the 2026 budget scrutiny.
Supplementary budget to the intelligence community to ensure timely and speedy response of issues of national security.
It is imperative, therefore, that we provide the intelligence community the necessary resources to safeguard the nation.
Only the security community that keeps the time here. All of our colleagues who left these chambers to go and be ministers, when you invite them, they come in 2-3 hours and tell you they are calling the villa.
Nigeria and Benin Republic have resolved to change the negative perception of border communities, often linked with smuggling, insecurity and marginalization, by deploying arts and culture as tools for economic development and social inclusion. The understanding was reached by the Nigeria Customs Service, Ogun 1 Area Command, in collaboration with its counterparts in Benin Republic at the 5th Festival of Arts for Economic Development, which featured enterprise promotion and creative empowerment.
We believe that enforcement or enforcing government fiscal policy does not have to be about guns. The citizens must be made to know the reason why we are here. And this is a way of showing the community that we care about them.
The Festival of Art for Economic Development is basically a platform through which we promote good neighborliness, cross-border cooperation, peace and security by using art and culture as the driving tool.
And civil society organizations have been tasked with the responsibility of rallying around governments of member states of ECOWAS to push for enforcement of judgments of the ECOWAS Court of Justice. This was part of resolutions reached at the end of the bilateral meeting in Abuja.
Agreements are binding on parties to the agreement. So all 12 ECOWAS member states who signed up to the documents of ECOWAS, the treaties and other agreements of ECOWAS, and to the treaty establishing this court, are under binding obligation, international obligation, to comply with the decisions of the ECOWAS court.
And those are the news highlights this morning. Good morning, Nigeria.